Are you making these deadly mistakes when it comes to natural acne clearing? Hi there, my name is Therese, and after 15 years of acne struggles, I finally cleared my acne naturally via my natural acne clearing program, The Clear Code. I've made it my mission to help you do the same. 10 years and thousands of clients later, we help you get clear skin without harsh chemicals, pills, and or creams. So make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to be notified when I post a new video. Now, I have helped thousands of people heal their acne naturally, and I see very common deadly mistakes for everyone. So I'm gonna go over them one by one. Let go. The first mistake that I see as it relates to natural acne clearing is gonna shock you. It's going to make you wonder a lot of things. And this mistake is removing all sugar, dairy, or gluten for 30 days. Here's why this is such a big mistake. Restriction is never the answer, and it's never gonna get you clear skin long term. Let's say you remove sugar, dairy, and gluten for 30 days, 30, 60, 90 days, right? And you get to the point where you feel like your skin has cleared considerably, you see less inflammation overall, you're feeling happy and good about things. However, now what do you do? Are we going to just never eat cookies, cake, dairy, sugar, champagne, a cupcake? All of these things are part of our everyday life, number one. Number two, they make life fun and delicious. And number three, this is actually the most important part. These three things are most likely not causing your acne. I know. Acne clearing mistake number two is manual exfoliation. I get really stressed out if and when someone mentions manual exfoliation to me because it is so detrimental to your acne clearing journey. By manual exfoliation, I mean those little like beaded products or even any type of like scrubber, like one of those facial scrubbers or a face cloth, face wash, all of those like things that rub your face. Or generally, if you're dealing with cystic acne, only going to cause further inflammation, which will cause further stress, more breakouts, all the things, not good. I want you to focus on chemical exfoliation. If and when you're dealing with acne and you know you're struggling with especially cystic acne, one of the things that you most likely need extra support with is increased skin cell turnover. So there are 4 conditions needed at your pore for a breakout. I go over them all the time and I'll go over them again today. Number 1, you need too many skin cells. Number 2, too much oil sits at the pore. Number 3, your skin cells aren't sloughing off the way they should. And number 4, P. acnes, the bacteria that causes acne, gets into the pore, causes a breakout, acne forms. That being said, when you're dealing with significant acne challenges, that skin cell turnover is likely impaired. So it's not going the way it should. It's either too fast, too slow. And exfoliation, chemical exfoliation, is one of the best ways to healthfully support the sloughing off of your skin cells without causing too much like damage at the skin barrier level. My favorite exfoliants for this, my favorite for all of my clients actually, is Paula's Choice BHA. It's a chemical exfoliant. I'll show you right here. And it's really gentle. Again, everyone's skin is super different. I'm not an affiliate or anything like that. So this isn't exactly what should be working for your skin necessarily. However, it's very, very gentle. And I found that it helps with skin cells sloughing off without causing too much purging, irritation, all the things. Number 3, acne clearing mistake is using any oil that isn't squalane oil. A common challenge with a lot of acne sufferers is they may be dealing with a mix of bacterial acne and yeast acne. So they have a combo pack. Nobody wants a combo pack, but it's super common. And we all have bacteria, yeast, fungus, all this stuff on our faces all the time, all day. And that being said, Malassezia folliculitis, aka fungal acne, thrives in very specific conditions. And one of those conditions is a lot of different oils. It like feeds off of oils, essentially. I'm simplifying the process. I have a whole video about fungal acne. I'll share it here. That being said, you don't want to use oils if you're dealing with any type of fungal acne at all. The only oil that I like for my clients to use that is super safe, that won't cause an increase in fungal acne, is squalane oil. Not squalene, squalane. Again, I could go into the chemical stuff, but I don't think you really want that. I think you just like want to know what oil to use. Squalane. It's simple. Also, keep in mind too, little like skin tip. Oils don't moisturize, they lock in. Think of oil, using an oil, almost like thinking of like using saran wrap on your skin. Not that you would do that, but You know how saran wrap, when you apply it to a Tupperware or a plate, it acts as a sealant, like nothing gets in or out? You want to think of your oils like that too. Oils don't moisturize. There's this kind of idea that like, oh, I'm going to use oil and it's going to make my skin feel more moisturized. No, it's more you apply your moisturizer, squalane oil sits on top of your routine at the very, very, very end of your routine. And honestly, that being said, for all of my clients, I remove oils. That's the first thing I remove when they come to me to heal their acne naturally, because it's not necessary, especially if you're still dealing with acne. I only use oils now. And again, I'll use squalane. It sits on the top of my routine a few times a week. But besides that, you don't need it. Acne clearing mistake number 4 that I see is using your retin-A or tretinoin like a spot treatment. This one is tough because you know what? I used to do this. Here's the thing. Tretinoin, retin-A, these vitamin A derived products that increase skin cell turnover again, they really aren't going to be effective as spot treatment. And in fact, when you first begin to use them, they can cause purging because it increases that skin cell turnover. And what happens is, I'm making these faces because I did this. If you use it as a spot treatment inconsistently, what's gonna happen is it's like just gonna irritate the skin. It's just gonna irritate the skin and kind of make you break out. And then you're gonna think it doesn't work. And then you're gonna stop using it. But in fact, it is like a good product topically to use in conjunction with natural methods. I like to use it often. Well, I like to use it occasionally with clients because it can be helpful, but don't use your tretinoin or your retin-A as a spot treatment. Commit or not. It's like one of those things where like you're in it to win it. You use it when your dermatologist recommends, usually 3 to 5 times a week to start, or every 3 nights to start. And then you can taper yourself into using it every day, but commit or don't with retin-A or tretinoin. Don't go halvesies. It won't work. The 5th acne clearing mistake that I see super, super common is not taking pictures when you start any new action plan. Here's why this is important. And again, I can speak to this so deeply. Acne is such a personal, emotional topic. It is one of the heaviest things that I've ever struggled with and or dealt with. It deeply impacts your self-esteem. It's like a big old thing, right? And as a result of this highly charged emotional situation that acne is, and I get it, you will not be able to see your acne clearly. You won't. I promise you won't. I've been helping people heal their acne for 10 years now. When people improve slowly, especially at the beginning of my program, The Clear Code, when they're looking at their skin every day, they will not see the improvements. And then we place pictures day 1 and day 7 next to each other. And they say, oh my, those pictures are key. Whatever you decide to do, you have to take a picture on day 1 and you have to take a picture every week, not every day though. If you want to really mark improvements, every week is going to be the most helpful. If you're taking pictures every day, it's not going to be helpful because your skin can definitely change a little bit throughout the week in non-material ways, in ways that aren't really indicating what's happening on like the overarching bigger picture. So take pictures. The 6th acne clearing mistake that I see is general inconsistency. Again, this is common, this is human. I myself have done these things, okay? And what I mean by inconsistency is deciding on a plan and following it for about 2.5, 3 weeks. Does that sound familiar? Here's why this is problematic. When you do anything, I feel like this applies to most things in life. I think it does. When you do anything for 2 to 3 weeks, you will most likely see a 25% improvement. I'm thinking work, weight, weightlifting, food, nutrition, I think this rule applies. You'll see a 20 to 30% improvement. However, if it's a highly charged emotional topic like acne, you won't notice the improvements and or they won't be as remarkable as you would like them to be. Again, this is human. I do this all the time, just not with acne, so I can speak to it so well. And as a result, you'll perhaps think that the thing that you've decided on isn't working. Now, this is a different problem from the final acne clearing mistake that I'm going to talk about at the end. Wait for that. But this is my long-winded way of saying that if you decide on a plan to heal your acne, whatever it may be, give it 3 months. If you, 3 months. Don't do it for 2 to 3 weeks and then decide it doesn't work, because that has not been enough time, whatever you decide. Again, I speak to this as a fellow human on earth. This applies to every change in life overall, but definitely acne clearing. The 7th acne clearing mistake that I see often is that people will go off all of their actives all at the same time. So they'll throw away, out of frustration, again, I deeply understand this, they'll throw away their tretinoin, their retin A, benzoyl peroxide, salicylic acid, mandelic acid, azelaic acid, toners, face wash, face cleanser. They'll throw it all away in one day and say, screw this, I'm not gonna do anything. Now, here's why this is a problem. I love minimizing your skincare routine. That is one of my favorite things to do, actually. However, with certain actives, tretinoin, benzoyl peroxide, salicylic acid, a few of the acids that I mentioned, you have to taper off them. And so taper means, let's say you're using them every day, go to every other day for a few weeks. Then you can go to every third day for a few weeks. Then you can go to every fourth, every fifth, over a few weeks period. It can take you anywhere from a month to 2 months to slowly taper off a lot of your products. If you stop cold turkey, a lot of these active products that you have seen kind of good results with, can be rough. That being said, I love limiting products, and I'm a big fan of limiting your topical products. I know that we don't need a 7-step skincare routine to keep our skin clear, because I definitely don't use one. And I had really bad acne for 15 years. However, don't stop everything cold turkey. You will be sad. And I will understand that sadness. So try to taper off and only do one at a time as well. So like, let's say you're on a 7-step skincare routine, you want to remove 3 or 4 of these products. Short of working with someone like me to help you heal your acne naturally, pick one at a time. Don't go off 4 at the same time. That will also not make you happy. The final big acne clearing mistake that I see is not understanding your root acne triggers at their core. Again, this is a common challenge. A lot of us spend a ton of time Googling away, right? We think we have enough time, energy, and understanding of the problem, especially when it comes to acne. And we think to ourselves, okay, I'm gonna figure this out on my own. And we do a ton of Googling, a ton of searching, and we aren't able to actually define the root of the challenge, the core of the issue. And then as a result, we decide on action steps that aren't even based on the right problem. If you are struggling with figuring out why you're breaking out in the first place, watch my Root Acne Triggers webinar. I share the 7 main reasons for your breakouts, along with 9 action steps you can take to start to heal your acne naturally. Or if you know you want extra support as it relates to natural acne healing, if you have tried absolutely everything to heal your acne naturally, or the birth control pill, the topical, every possible thing in the drugstore, all the hormones, all the different things, and you really want extra support, you want someone to just tell you why you're breaking out in the first place, apply to my natural acne clearing program, The Clear Code. I would love to see if we could support you in healing your acne naturally, and the link for that to apply below as well. If you know someone who could benefit from this video, if you know someone who is struggling with natural acne clearing, they just don't understand what's happening for them in their skin, please share this video with them. And if you like this video, make sure you type yes below so I can support you on your acne journey, and make sure you're subscribed to my channel so you get notified when I post a new one. See you next time.